Hello, welcome back. Um, it's air today, so I'm on a plane. I'm gonna try and do this. Specifically this one, maybe. You think so? I got 52 minutes to do it in. This one is also up for grabs. Yep, I think it's gonna be one of these. Okay, okay. Can't be less than 18. Okay, so I gotta hit at least 18 targets. And hello there to you. How are you today? I am going to use maybe not that. Unless I take it with something else, maybe? That gives me 12 bomb. Not enough bomb. I just don't feel like enough bomb. And this feels just too slow. Feel too slow. I'm doing pretty good. It's been an incredibly busy few weeks at work, but doing pretty good. I am glad for everything I was doing to be done. That's for certain. More gun. No, I don't think that's the one to go with. 750 pound. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try this loadout and see how it goes. Okay, so what did it put me in? Is this a full-size map, or is this one of the shorter ones? I'm guessing full-size. Possibly. And I might have better luck because it's a lower BR, actually getting to the battlefield this way than if I was to try and take the A10. This overcast day is very, interesting. And hello there to you. Welcome. How are you today? Hey, pay attention. Your thing's down there, not up here. Oh, shoot. I should be paying attention. Oh, it's a little heavy. A wee bit heavy. Yeah, it's one of those places where the A10s will get ahead of you to begin with. But once you pick up a little speed, you quickly outpace them. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thinking I might play some DCS after this. I don't know what exactly, but maybe the F5. I think the F5. I've been wanting to learn that one a little more. Okay, so enemy targets are over that way, but I feel like I want to take the long route so I avoid enemy fire. Or at least that's my hope. Whether or not that hope pans out, we'll see. F4. side. He's gonna come right for me, isn't he? Yep. I think he's turning right at me. There it is. Yep, there it is. He tried. Not quite catching up yet. Nope, there it goes. Nope, didn't do it. What's my favorite plane to fly in DCS? Probably the F-16. It's such a good all-rounder. And its acceleration, it's so fast. It doesn't have a great top speed, but you can change direction and do maneuvers in that thing that other ones can't. I have the F-18 as well, and while it can do more, and it's a bit more useful at times, I think the F-16 is just more fun, and especially with the lack of a metal bar in your face. Having the open cockpit like it does is just a really nice feeling. That's why it would be my favorite. It's why the only other aircraft I would really want to see added to the game is the F-22. It's the only other one I can think of that uses a cockpit glass like that, where there's no obstruction, there's no bar in your face like this. All of these aircraft all have this bar in front of your face, except this one. And the F-22. I can't think of any other ones that don't. And I don't know, it just feels very premium because of it. It's just very nice. Yes, limited pilot vision on some. Some you're lucky to have what you have to look through. I have really been enjoying flying the P-47. I'm not very good with it. It does require trimming the aircraft a decent amount, but I think I'm kind of starting to get a feel for when you set the trim to certain things. So like if I throttle up to a certain degree, the rotation of the propeller is going to impart a force on the aircraft, so I'll adjust my trim to deal with it. That sort of thing. So I'm starting to kind of get a feel for it. Not enough that I can tell you that how it works, but enough that when it happens, I'm not surprised by it anymore. I think the other difference I see, so F-16, F-18, those are the two I'm going to compare because they feel the closest in terms of capabilities and time period. But the F-18 feels very grungy, not gonna lie. It feels like I'm using a piece of work equipment, like a work truck sort of thing. That's what the F-18 feels like to me. Compared to the F-16, which feels like a high-tech piece of machinery. And it kind of really... It really sets that difference in mentality between Air Force and Navy and how they want their aircrafts built. Prop planes are a lot of fiddling with various knobs and levers to get them flying right. That's what I've learned from them. And if you have rudders for them, they're infinitely easier to control. In fact, I would say Modern and Cold War are the only ones where you don't really need your own rudder pedals. But when you get into prop planes or helicopters, rudder pedals help. I've managed to learn to fly a helicopter with just my stick and throttle, but I can tell that a set of rudder pedals would help tremendously. Because again, kind of like with dealing with the P-47, when you increase throttle to the motor, the propeller's spinning imparts a force on the aircraft, so you need to adjust your trim for it. Now apply that to a helicopter, and that thing's wanting to spin you around in all directions, and you have to constantly be pushing how you want that to be. You have to constantly be adjusting to that. I'm just gonna hit this one. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that was not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got any left? I got 2. Is that F4 gonna get me? Well, I got a couple. My stick does have rudder axis, but there is a lot more control you can get because of the amount of throw. It's kind of like if you put an extender on your joystick, the amount of movement that translates into movement on the elements of your aircraft changes. So the number of degrees that you have to move the stick is more fine-tuned. Depending on the aircraft, some people get a stick extension anywhere from like 3-inch to, I've seen, a couple of feet before for certain helicopters. Uh-oh. Whoa, be careful. Nope, them are tanks. Not gonna take out a tank. Look at all these little trucks. All in nice little rows for me to shoot at. How nice of them. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's basically because the distance you have to work with is a lot further, you can just be more fine detailed with how much input you give it. I think might be the best way to put it. The rudder pedal might have, 3 to 6 inches of movement to it. Your stick gives you half an inch. Not a lot to work with. And it's trying to translate everywhere from 0 to 100 in computer speak to that. And hello there to you. Welcome to the stream. We're discussing whether or not rudder pedals are worth it in a flight simulator. And the answer is sometimes, depending on what you're doing. For the most part, you can get by with a stick that does it. But for some things, it's definitely useful. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got greedy, and I paid for it. Oh, that's okay. As I tell everybody, stop in when you can. It's just always nice to see people. So, hello, welcome back. And how have you been? Aw, they're gonna punish me. Well, to be fair, that was a really terrible thing I did. What do we got here? What do we got? Got this one. Sure. Points to friends. Could I use this? Let me use this. 11.7. This is gonna go great. I'll be dead before I reach the battlefield. I might be able to hide. As long as the match isn't over by the time I get there, I guess. Well, we'll see. Nothing to it but to do it. Hey, look, friendlies. Who puts a map on both of their screens? I like to really know where I am at all times. I run 3 GPS units in my car. Oh, I'm holding W. No, this one doesn't have it. Just, it's ghost and wait. That's all. So, I'll get there some point. Someday. Am I gaining altitude? Yes, a little bit. I don't feel like I want too much altitude. I'm gonna be a while getting there anyway. A nice leisurely flight. This is actually easier to set it up for where I want to be. I can line up the vector indicator better. Yeah, I kind of want to go right there. All right. It shouldn't be making me fall. Why is it making me fall? That don't make sense. Fine, this way then. I guess I'm not going fast enough. Be too much bomb. Maybe if I lose a little weight. There, I'm lighter. Hey, that helped a little bit. Alright. I hope the fish don't mind. Let's scale that back a little bit on the throttle. Engine's getting a little hot. Here we go. Back down to a reasonable level. And a missile's coming straight for me. This is good. So far, nothing else. I have detected no launches. Oh, there's one. Spoke too soon. Alright, switch to the AIM-9. Just in case. I don't think it's gonna matter. But just in case. Okay, so where am I? Oh, I'm still really far away. I'm only halfway there. So yeah, A10 at top tier. Very slow. F4 tracking me. I think it's that one right there. Right up there. Oh, shoot. Did he dive behind the mountain? Yep, he did. Well, that was a waste. Oh, one air-to-air missile down. Hit nothing. Good job. That's a long bridge. Something just launched at me. I think I just got saved by an F4. Oh, I better turn on my targeting computer. There we go. Yeah, F-35 in DCS is going to be really, really funny. I can't wait to see it. I'm hitting them. Yay. Look at that, I'm doing it. And I'm not dead. Yeah, I should have known that wasn't going to do much. Holy, who's doing that? Who's shooting at me? Stop that. Who's you? Oh, shoot, missed him. Alright, got them. Target's down. Yeah, there's definitely going to be an issue of scaling with it. Introducing a vehicle that's so modern against everything else that they have without something comparable, it's just kind of silly. What are we going to do? Fight F-35s versus F-35s? That just sounds weird. Eh? Oh, there's one. No, I can't get the pillboxes. And I can just go hit a few more targets. Oh, there's a couple. I think really what they need is they need to make sure they have at least 2 aircraft available and ready. Because to a degree, everybody plays, or a lot of people just play PvE. Even if they're on multiplayer, they play PvE. And the F-35 can work for that, but they need to make sure that, at least for AI side, that there's modern aircraft to fight against. And modern, like, mobile weaponry to fight against. Is all kinds of issues they might run into. I would hope they've thought them through. They don't really bring in an aircraft under their own umbrella very easily. It's very surprising for them to decide to do this one. To me, that signals that they are interested in doing more modern stuff, and they're kind of hoping to cut their teeth on the F-35. but only time will tell us, for sure. Oh, I only have 39 shots left. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm fine. I'm not fine. I'm very much not fine. Not fine. How bad is War Thunder top tier? Let me show you. Let me show you what War Thunder top tier is like. Because that's really the best way to explain it. Have you ever seen Macross? Have you ever heard of Macross Missile Massacre? It's a little bit like that. So we're going to go ahead and take the F-16C. I'm going to switch over to a full air-to-air. Yeah, I'll go with this one. 2 120s and 4 Sidewinders. All right. So, yeah, it's messy. Because the fact of the matter is, modern aircraft do not engage in combat and war in this way. This is a completely ridiculous game-made scenario for these aircraft to be in. And it worked back when it was just prop planes and stuff, because the engagement ranges were much smaller and the reasons for engagement were much more singular. Nowadays, with the complexity of data link systems, the number of anti-air EM warfare systems, it's, yeah. Just have to see. Yeah, let's go. Zoom. Yeah, jet is a tiny bit faster than prop, for sure. Just a tiny bit. It is really funny seeing this interface in War Thunder compared to DCS. Because it's like, wow, I wish my map looked that nice. The map in DCS is like wireframe. That's what you got. It's a wireframe map, and that's all you get. Whoa. Lag spike. You know, this aircraft, I think the C-Block version at least, is from the early 90s. I think maybe 92, somewhere in there. All right. And brake right. All right, wait for them to transfer over. That one's locked on its own. Job missiles. Switching close to close combat. Oh no. Sling them off. Launch them all. Fire everything. Oh, the jets were already starting even before they did it. Because the idea is basically that you are encapsulating the prop. in a jet engine, in a jet turbine at least. The prop is inside a container. That way you can control pressures around it much more easily. It's one of those things where somebody would have gotten to that at some point. And a lot of technologies are like that, but there does seem to be some really key technologies that aren't. I think one of the ones that comes to my mind immediately is like alternating current. Like, alternating current is so weird in how we use it and how it was discovered, how it's written about, compared to direct current. Direct current makes absolute sense. You could teach a child how to work with direct current. Ground will be tomorrow. I'll be playing ground tomorrow. But AC is a monster. And it's an amazing monster that's enabled many things to happen, such as long-range power transmission. Lightning? No. I can put the lightning on the Thunderbolt and be very, very frightening. What else do I got? You know, I think I want this, actually. I think that's the one I want to go for. Well, for ground tomorrow, let's see where I'm at. Let's do a quick check of things. Hey, wait a minute, did I get that thing? I did get it. I did get it. Oh, that's fun. I didn't even notice. Let's see, on US side, I am to here, which is not very far into that. Ugh. This is a grind that sucks. That's the only way about it. The ground grind is awful. I hate it. Soviet, you know what? That feels more manageable and that feels more fun. I might play Soviet. Where am I with Japan? Nowhere. The only other one would probably be Sweden. I would say I am probably going to play some Sweden and Soviets tomorrow. I might throw in one match of US just to chug this along, whatever little bit I can. But I think Soviets or Sweden could be a lot of fun. I love this vehicle. This thing is so funny. It's a 2.3. And this vehicle's from the 1960s. I don't have any of the camos for it yet. Alright, let's do another Aardvark mission. I only have 3 more modifications to research for it. Do I have the BT with the bombs? The BT with the bombs? What do you mean? I have some premium stuff, but I don't have all of them. I tried to be very... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Thoughtful? In which ones I picked? The worst part about Jester in DCS is having to use the lantern pod. Imagine having to trust a man with 0-20 vision to see a tank on a 124-24 screen within 10 seconds. Yep, I agree with that. That would be very frustrating. As I was saying earlier, it reminds me of trying to play in VR with the Viggen in particular, and trying to use the sea radar to pick out boats, and it's just this tiny little dot, and I can barely see it in my VR headset, that sometimes it just feels like it's a artifact. Oh no, well, he still got the one. He's still got one, he's still going. Oh, this is bomb load. I should have changed that. Oh well. I'm taking bombs then. Oh, I didn't even realize this one was mod. The flare and chaff automatically fire, apparently. That's what that MAW means. Well, I'm not sure what it exactly means, but that means they shoot them out when it detects a thing flying at you. Or at least that's my analysis of it. Oftentimes when I'm playing DCS, though, I set it up in my F-16, and then I'm just like, you're a little bit too loose with the chaff there, buddy. Come on. It hasn't even launched anything at me. Do you really need to fire off 10 of them? Times where you've accidentally hit the gear instead of the brakes. And unlike the Viggen, the gear will retract on the ground. That's pretty funny. Look at them all chasing that Sequoia there. Just everybody after him. Follow the leader. Come on, I just want a couple hits. 8 drop. Nope, missed him. Nope, somebody got him. Whoa, there's a lot going on here. Need to get out of here before I'm very much dead. Oh no, they hit me. Right engine hit. Oh, there goes my tail. Oh, there goes my wing. Oh, there goes the rest of it. You belly glide onto the runway until you hit a pebble, and then the whole thing explodes. AIM 7. I don't think I've used AIM 7s yet for much. I think I've mostly stuck with the 9X and 120Cs. Looks like this is all we're doing tonight. Afghanistan. Over and over again. I'm going to switch to those. It feels like too many buttons and stuff to hit if you were actually in an emergency. Like, there's 4 different things here that are labeled. That feels like too many. What they're for, I don't know. I didn't read them. Oh, this is one with a capturable runway. I don't know what's up with that thing. I think maybe it's supposed to be the RWR? I can't tell. Or maybe that is. Also can't tell. Dude, don't waste your ammo. Come on. I know, everybody loves the machine gun, Bert. You know what? This has 2,000 rounds. Bert. Okay. I get it. It's cool. Try to get a top tier kill. I used to do that in arcade a lot, but I've never really done it in realistic. In arcade, it was a lot of fun. I used to take the P-51 with the 20mm cannons, and if you can get a modern jet into a head-on with you, they're dead. A single round through that glass is going to be all you need. And they have no armor. You do. Oh, I'm seeing red. Is Gil seriously gonna get all of these? Seriously? Is that what you're doing, Gil? Nope, Gil died. Gil is, in fact, dead. We're so sorry for the loss of Gil. I almost hit him on accident. Nah, I'm just gonna get rid of him. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, there's one. I don't think you're gonna live, buddy. I mean, good on you for trying. But it looked pretty futile at that point. Alright, well thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a good night. I probably won't be too much longer after this one anyway. Oh. No. That happened. Smash. Crash. And both dead. Got him. Pinged him just a little bit. How am I dodging all these missiles? What is up with that? Where are they all coming from? Oh, there they go. I got it. Maybe I'll go land. Alright, where's the closest runway? Is it really going to be all the way back? Yep, it is all the way back. Be the only one left? Nope, there's two left. Punkbrecht and Lampbrecht. Nope, there's only one left. Hello there. How are you doing? I'm coming in way too fast. Yep, that was a bit too fast. Nope, too late now. Just break the landing gear and land. Oh no, I'm floating. And that's not good. That's not what you want. Not dead. Landed it. How painful was it to grind to top tier on a scale of 1 to 10? It wasn't that bad. I would probably rate it around an 8. If you're playing without premium, though, it's easily a 10. Because on some level, it's just find a routine and make sure you do that every night. You'll get there eventually. As long as you're putting in a little bit every time, you'll get to it. But yeah, it definitely took a while. I think for me to reach top tier, get the F-16 was around, or the F-16A, the first version that I got, was around 400 days. Oh, come on, take off, take off. We gotta get in the air. We gotta get in the air. We need the points. Need the points. Up. Nope. Didn't get it. As long as you get MiG-15, you'll be happy. Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to having a good, consistent routine that you can use. For me, it was 1 hour a day. Just play, do, grind, then get through it. But if you just stick to it, it's just a numbers game. You'll eventually get it. F-15E. That'll be a fun one. It gets 20 of those. I think that's what my A-10 gets. $24. A-10 can hold more. They're fun, not amazing. Definitely really interesting. I think that's really cool. Oh, I saw a thing the other day that I thought was really interesting. So on this aircraft in particular, this one, A1H, I went to look at the X-ray mode when I had a bunch of the guns put on it, and I just thought it was very funny. Give me 1 second to change the loadout. I want to change it to minigun. Yes, that is, I believe, 8 M134 machine guns. 8 of these little rotary machine guns. And that's just really funny. Next to some 20mm cannons. That's a lot of gun. So that's a really big fuel tank. I never noticed that before. It's just a big chunky boy in the center of it. You know what? That works. If it works, it works. But yeah, like these planes have armor. 40 millimeter bulletproof glass here. You know, let's go look at the F-16 on that. Oh, look. No armor. None. What would I put in 1, 2, and 3 Air, Ground, Navy? For what? I kind of enjoyed them all for different reasons. I started playing the game for ground and ended up liking air more. But I think as a game mode to offer in comparison to everything else on the market, their ground mode is where their focus needs to be. And they really need to address some of the elephants in the room when it comes to technologies. Because it's going to get away from them and it's going to really hurt the game. But I'm hoping with how much they've added recently and just how ridiculous they've gone with adding things, that they'll stop for a second and work on optimization. But one can hope, right? But anyway, I think that's going to be everything for tonight. So, I'll be back again tomorrow night with Ground. I think I'm going to be doing a Soviet night. Maybe at this one with, where's my T-55? Right there. Maybe I'll do this. T-55 stuff. I haven't played this one in a while. They should work on the gunners for bombers and strike aircraft. Yes. There's a lot of things they need to work on. I'd like to see them build actual cockpits for the bombers. That'd be nice. Realistically, they just need to stop adding stuff and focus on what they have and address the issues that are relevant with the game mode, how things have changed since they've added so much stuff. But that's going to be everything for tonight. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you all had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow night with Ground, so be sure to tune in for that. So until then, take care, and goodbye.